I am V. Devender, lecturer in botany, Government Degree College, Chemikunta. Today we discuss about penicillium, life history, and also economic importance. Next, we see classification of penicillium or systematic position of penicillium. Kingdom fungi, division Ascomycota, subdivision Ascomycotina, class Uroshiomycetes, order Uroshiales or Aspergillus also, family Trichocomaceae, and genus Penicillium. This is the classification of Penicillium. Penicillium uh, in genus Penicillium included total 100 species. Type of the Penicillium word taken from Latin language. In Latin language, Penicillium word taken from penicillus word. In the word, in the penicillus, in the Latin language, the penicillus means artist's brush. At the time of the asexual reproduction, the Penicillium thallus, the conidiophores, looks like as a artist's brush-like structure. Due to this reason, this type of species called as Penicillium. So the Penicillium is a form genus based on the conidial morphology. This type of word Penicillium based on the conidial morphology. So this type of Penicillium is included in the 100 species. It is a saprophytic fungus growing on decaying materials such as fruits, vegetables, meat, jellies, food stuffs, leather, and this type of some of the paper, cloths, and also some of the species growing on the soil also. Some species are parasite causing diseases in human beings. Like in the some of the species in the biological laboratory, they grow as contaminants in culture media. Contamination of the bacterial culture and the Staphylococcus by Penicillium notatum in the laboratory. So first time the scientist Alexander Fleming in 1926 actually became the basis on the discovery of the antibiotic penicillin, the first wonder drug of the world. The spores of the penicillium are dispersed in the air as well as in soil. Species of penicillium attack and destroy fruits causing blue molds and the green mold. It can be grown in laboratory by keeping a citrus fruit or cheese covered with a cup in a damp and warm place. After a few days, bluish green colonies appear on the substratum. So most of the species all are complete growing in the air. Species spores are growing on the distributed in the soil and water also. Next, Penicillium structure of thallus. The plant body means the mycelium thallus is well developed. The mycelium profusely branched growing superficially or deep inside the substratum. The initial branches grow in a radiating manner and the colony presents a velvety and flocose appearance. It is flocose means the cotton structure and looks like as a group very fleshy and also cottony structure is formed. So sometimes the deeply ramified mycelium forms a compact mass called sclerotia. The mycelium is made up of hyaline hypha. So means the type of hyphas are complete the colorless. So the hypha are septate and the septum shows central pore which allows the cytoplasm and the nuclei to move from cell to cell. So this type of mycelium having the number of hyphas, this type of hyphas all are having the number of septas, this type of septas all are compared as a simple pore of septas. So from the one cell to another cell, the cytoplasm moves freely. The hyphal cell contains one or more nuclei, granular cytoplasm, and cell organelles, means such as mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, also. So this type of Penicillium species, the reserve food materials in the thallus is the form of oil globules. This is the plant body structure of Penicillium mycelium. Next, the cell structure of Penicillium. Generally, Penicillium mycelium complete made up of number of hyphas. So this type of hypha is a septate. So each cell is uninucleate or sometimes multinucleate also. So the cell wall is microfibrillar, and in Penicillium notatum it is of three layers. So the cell wall of Penicillium notatum covered with the three layers. So the outer layer is made up of glucan, the middle layer is made up of proteins, and the third layer is the innermost layer is made up of chitin fibrils embedded in granular matrix. The innermost layer is made up of pectic and hemicellulose. The plasma membrane surrounds the cytoplasm that contains a organelles like mitochondria, ribosome, and endoplasmic reticulum is embedded in form. The reserve food material is also oil globules in structure. The adjacent cells are connected by the pore present in the septa of the walls. This is the cell structure of Penicillium. Next, Penicillium reproduction. Generally, Penicillium reproduction takes place three types. One is the vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction, and also sexual reproduction. First, we see Penicillium vegetative reproduction. Generally, Penicillium vegetative reproduction takes place by the fragmentation process. So, at the time of the vegetative reproduction, so during the fragmentation, the hypha breaks into a short fragments. So, how many the mycelium cuts off number of pieces like as a fragments. So the grows by repeated division into each fragment grows as a new mycelium. So how many fragments are formed in the hypha? Those all are active in the functionally and divide, produce the new cells and form as a new mycelium. So produced from the each fragment. So this is the vegetative reproduction takes place by the fragmentation process. Next, asexual reproduction of Penicillium. Generally, in Penicillium species, the asexual reproduction takes place by the production of non-motile spores called conidia. The mycelium produces long erect conidiophores. These branches gives brush-like appearance called as conidia, looks like as a brush-like structure. So this type of conidiophores all are complete septates. So generally, the Penicillium, the asexual reproduction takes place by the conidia. So this type of conidia all are produced on the tips of the conidiophores. Generally, next we see the structure of conidia. Generally, the conidium is usually uninucleate. The spore wall is blue or green in color. So this type of the spore wall is distinguished as outer thick, smooth or spiny exine and inner thin intine. They are light and carried by wind. So this type of each conidium having the large quantity of food materials and also number of remaining cell organelles also present in the each conidium. Next, development of conidia. Generally, before the development of conidia, the vegetative thallus of penicillium developed as a new density mycelium formed in the inner side of the substratum. So this type of the mycelium, some of the cells, some of the hyphas are growing as erect and looks like as a club shaped structure. So this type of structure is called as sterigmata or conidiophore. So this type of conidiophore uninucleate. So this type of club shaped sterigmata or conidiophore produce the conidia. The conidia are produced in basipetal succession from sterigmata. The nucleus of the sterigmata divides into two nuclei. One daughter nucleus and some cytoplasm migrate towards the tip of the sterigmata, resulting in the formation of the conidium, which is cut off a transfer wall. This is repeated so that conidia are produced in a chain-like manner. So this type of conidia all are produced on the top of the conidiophore. Looks like as a chain-like manner. This type of formation of conidia looks growing as a basipetal manner. So in this type of basipetal manner, first developed conidia on the top of the chain and the last of the conidia at the place of the just top of the sterigmata or conidiophore. So this type of the conidium is usually uninucleate. The spore wall is means a spiny or smooth walled exine is present. The inner layer is very smooth and this type of is called as intine layer. So this type of conidia released out from the conidiophore and reach the suitable substratum and germinate and produce the new mycelium. So the conidia germinate by the producing hypha as directly on falling on suitable substratum. When reach the suitable substratum, the conidiums, the exine is ruptures the intine, growing and form as a one germ tube-like manner. This type of germ tube slowly act as a new hypha. This type of hypha divide and produce the new cells and form as a new mycelium on the new substratum. This is the asexual reproduction of penicillium. So at the time of the asexual reproduction, in the various species produce the various type of conidiophores. So the conidiophores are septate and they are various types. On the basis of the species, more generally this type of is the four types. One is the monoverticillate type conidiophores and biverticillate type conidiophores and multiverticillate type conidiophores and coremia type conidiophores. First we see monoverticillate type conidiophore. Means the conidiophore is unbranched. It bears bottle-shaped structures called sterigmata. The sterigmata produce conidia in chains. For example, Penicillium spinosum or Penicillium thomi. And another some of the species, the conidiophores looks like as a biverticillate types. Biverticillate type means the conidiophore has branches called medullae, which near the sterigmata produce chains of conidia. For example, Penicillium notatum. In this type of Penicillium notatum, the conidiophore having the number of branches, this type of branches produce the sterigmatas. This type of sterigmatas are two in the size, means two stages. The lower stage is the sterigmata medulla, and the upper stage is called as sterigmata. So on the top of the sterigmata, chain-like conidias are produced. And another one is the multiverticillate type of conidiophores, means in the majority of species of the conidiophore, the branches into rami, means ramus like structure, so which is the turn branch into medullae. The medullae have groups of sterigmata. Sterigmata produce chains of conidia. So this type of multiverticillate type of conidiophore we see in Penicillium albicans and Penicillium expansum and Penicillium digitatum type species having the multiverticillate type of conidiophores. And another one is the last one, Coremia. The individual conidiophores aggregate together, form as a club-shaped fructification called as Coremia. This type of Coremia type of conidiophores we see in Penicillium claviforme. So this is the asexual reproduction of Penicillium. Next, sexual reproduction of Penicillium. Generally, the perfect sexual stage in most of species of Penicillium is not known. But in some species, formation of Clistothecea confirms the presence of sexual stage. When the sexual reproduction is recorded, they are deleted from the genus Penicillium and are given generic names such as Toleromyces and Eupenicillium. So, species of the Penicillium that show the sexual reproduction are homothallic. For example, Penicillium vermiculatum and Penicillium glaucum. The male sex organs are antheridia and the female sex organs are ascogonia. So the sexual reproduction in Penicillium vermiculatum, means the Toleromyces vermiculatum, was reported by Dangiard scientists in 1907. Before 1907, all of the scientists, as their views in Penicillium species, the sexual reproduction is absent. But first time, that in 1907, the Dangiard scientists first proposed the sexual reproduction in Penicillium vermiculatum. The mycelium contains uninucleate cells from which develop as uninucleate ascogonium. First we see female sex organ, means the ascogonium. So the mycelium contains uninucleate cells. So from the mycelium, which develops as a uninucleate ascogonium. It's a long, erect, multinucleate tubular structure with curved upper end. It arises from the uninucleate separate hyphas as a finger-like lateral outgrowths which elongates into an ascogonium. The nucleus of the ascogonium divides many times mitotically to produce the 32 to 64 nuclei. Next we see antheridium structure, means the male sex organ. While the ascogonium is developing, a slender uninucleate branch originates from the cell of the same hypha adjacent to the developing ascogonium or from the neighboring hypha. This is called antheridial branch. It grows up and coils around the ascogonium. The tip of the antheridial branch swells up and cuts off from the rest of the branch to form a uninucleate antheridium. At the time of the fertilization process, when the male and female sex organs are developed and matured, at the time takes place the fertilization process. At the time of the fertilization process, the tip of the antheridia comes into contact with the wall of the ascogonium, and the wall of contact between the two dissolves to form a pore-like structure. The protoplast of the gametangia come into the contact with each other through this pore. The antheridia and the ascogonial nuclei arrange themselves in pairs. Each pair is called as dikaryon structure. When the fertilization process complete, the ascogonium becomes divided into a row of binucleate cells. From these binucleate cells, ascogenous hypha develop. Next, post-fertilization changes in penicillium means after the fertilization process takes place, the many changes in the ascogonium and develop the clistothecium. So the ascogonium, the dikaryon stage, produce the number of ascogenous hyphas. The ascogenous hypha are separate with the binucleate cells. The terminal cell of the ascogenous hypha develop into ascus mother cell. Karyogamy takes place in the ascus mother cell. The cell containing the diploid nucleus is called ascus. When formed the ascus, the young ascus enlarges and the diploid formation of 8 haploid nuclei. These nuclei gather cytoplasm so that the 8 haploid ascospores are formed in each ascus. As the above changes are taking place in the ascogonium, somatic hypha below the ascogonium grow and collect around the sex organs. They surround the ascogonium, ascogenous hypha, and the asci, forming a pseudo parenchymatous sterile sheath called peridium. The ascogenous filaments are completely covered with the peridium and form as a globular-like structure. This type of globular structure fruiting body is called as clistothecium. Means the fruiting body is called as clistothecium. Clistothecium is a completely closed globose fruiting body or ascocarp. The peridium is made up of outer film layer and it protective in function, while the inner layer is nutritive. The mature asci are irregularly distributed within the clistothecium. The asci are globose or pear-shaped. When mature, the ascus wall dissolves and liberating the ascospores into the cavity of the clistothecium. The asci are evanescent, dissolve soon after the formation of the ascospores, leaving the ascospores free in the ascocarp. The ascospores are released by the decoy of the wall of the ascocarp. Ascospores germinate by the formation of the germ tube to form a new mycelium. So when the ascospores become free, when the peridium degenerates, the ascospores are shaped like pulley wheels. The ascospores germinate on suitable substratum and like the germ tube grow into a fresh mycelium. Next, life cycle of Penicillium. Generally, lives in the Penicillium life history, the total the vegetative structure complete in the haploid stage, but after the fertilization process, formation of the Christotecium in the dikaryon stage. Due to this reason, this type of life cycle is called as haploid dikaryon life cycle. So, at the time of the vegetative thallus of the penicillium, at the time of the asexual reproduction, produce the conidiophores. On the top of the conidiophores, produce the conidias. With the help of the conidia, takes place the asexual reproduction. The type of conidia germinate and produce the new haploid mycelium, penicillium mycelium. So, but at the time of the sexual reproduction, the male and female sex organs like antheridium and archegonium are developed separately on the same or adjacent hyphas. So this type of hyphas in the complete in the haploid stage. So when the complete the takes place the fertilization process. After completion of the fertilization process, the ascogonium convert as a dikaryon stage, so produce the number of ascogenous filaments. So top of the each ascogenous filament turn as a ascus mother cell. So this type of ascus mother cell in the dikaryon nuclei fuse and form a one diploid cell, diploid nuclei. So when form the diploid nuclei, thus form the one Christotecium fruiting body. When form the Christotecium fruiting body, the ascus mother at the same time the ascus mother cell, when the karyogamy is complete, the ascus mother cell convert as a young ascus. This type of ascus, the diploid nuclei takes place the meiotic division and produce the 8 ascospores in the each ascus. So when the Christotecium periderm means the wall of the Christotecium is decoy, the ascospores all are released out. Each ascospore germinate and produce the new haploid penicillium vegetative mycelium. This is the life cycle of penicillium. This type of life cycle belongs to the haploid dikaryon life cycle. Next one, last topic, the economic importance of penicillium. Generally, the penicillium are the tremendous economic importance. They cause the considerable damage to the leather goods, fabrics, and furniture. Under damp conditions, the wood of doors, windows, and household furniture get covered with a profuse growth of this fungus, which spoils the wood. Next one, the during damp and the warm weather, this fungus appears on bread, cheese, butter, jam, jelly, and causes the spoilage of these foodstuffs. However, the fungus is not poisonous. And some species such as Penicillium digitatum and the Penicillium expansum attack citrus or other fruits in storage, but most others the sphaerophytes they cause rot and decay of lemon, orange, and the other fruits and vegetables in transit and storage, causing loss worth of thousands of rupees each year. The Penicillium expansum is the common agent of decay of apples in storage. The fungus gains entry through braces and wounds. Much of the damage can, however, be prevented. The spores cannot germinate under conditions of restricted air supply, low temperature, and dry conditions. Thus, by proper cooling, restricted ventilation, or maintaining low humidity, these substances can be prevented from becoming moldy. Carefully handling of fruits and vegetables so as they avoid bruises and wounds is another useful preventive measures. Many species of penicillium are important industrially in the production of organic acids such as oxalic acid, fumaric acid, gluconic acid, and citric acid also. Some species such as Penicillium roqueforti and Penicillium camembert are a value of in food manufacture. This type of Penicillium roqueforti and Penicillium camembert, these are used in cheese making, to which they give not only color and soft texture but also impart a distinctive flavor and odors. And other one is the very important, the Penicillium notatum and Penicillium chrysogenum are a source of the wonder drug penicillium, which for many has been lifesaver. It destroys or inactivates many pathogenic microorganisms in persons. Some persons, however, are allergic to it. To them, penicillin can be as toxic as poison. Penicillium griseofulvin is another antibiotic produced by the Penicillium griseofulvum. It inhibits the growth of some other fungi and it's used to control ringworm disease of animals and some fungal diseases of plants. This is the economic importance of penicillium.